Good morning, my awesome friends and followers of the channel, and my members as well, who are very important. Yeah, thank you very much for your continued support on this channel as we move towards the direction of transparency, integrity, with moral courage. Not many people today have moral courage. People like to be seen to do things just so other people see them doing the popular thing. Sometimes popular isn't right, just saying that, yeah. And it's the last, well, we've got rid of October now, haven't we? It's now the first of November. Wow. This is the month I put my Christmas tree up. Not now, it's still early. In a few weeks' time, it'll be up. And I can't wait. Have that lovely festive atmosphere. Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah. As you can see, I'm wearing very sparkly. It's a brooch. Now, it is a brooch. Yesterday, Fiona told me that women wear brooches and men wear something else. It's called, but I identify as someone that wears a brooch. Just keep that going. I know Graham's watching. Now then. Yeah, but there we go. Yeah, why not? Why not? Yeah. Lots of you this month will be donating money to the Royal British Legion. Entirely up to you. Your money, do what you want with it. I don't think it's going to the right place. I really don't. I think it's a smaller charities, like I think it's a smaller charities like PTSD resolution. Charities that don't pay wages, huge wages, which made me laugh now. There's one thing that came out of the Chancellor's budget. Now, I know she's screwing over the public. I know she is. But there's one thing that she did announce which made me chuckle. Now, listen. I was always brought up with this mindset. Charity begins at home. Just think about that. Charity begins at home. So basically, unless everything's paid, your bills are paid, and there's food in the cupboard and your children are happy, don't give money away. Don't give money to other things. Don't do it. I mean, for those of you that give money to Africa and give money to foreign countries while there's homeless people in your cities, I find you to be hypocrites. Just my opinion. If you're giving stuff away to other countries while people outside your front door are struggling, again, I think you're a hypocrite. Yep, charity begins at home. And I don't just mean home as in the UK. I mean home as in your own home as well. So that's how I do. So why am I laughing? Well, I know the Chancellor has screwed us all over, but she made me chuckle with one thing. Charities now in the UK are going to be over 1.4 billion worse off because their employers, because all charities they employ people, don't they, to work for them. Well, charities are now having to pay more national insurance for the people they employ. But charities are going to start to bitch. They're going to start to complain. But we're a charity. Yeah, well, why don't you pay ground rent? Why don't you pay taxes like everyone else? I know, yeah. You get away with a lot. You get away with a lot, charities. The worst thing that ever happened to every town and city in the UK is charity. You may not like me saying it, but it is. You have all those shops where people have independent shops that have worked hard to produce a business that pay rates and pay tax and pay rent. And these charity shops come along and they open up and they get subsidies. I think it's wrong. Whenever these charity shops, Woodbridge is the worst. Woodbridge, which is where I live, I think it has there only has one main street in Woodbridge with shops in it. I think there's 8 charity shops there. 8 charity shops. Takes the piss, doesn't it? That's 8 shops not paying the same amount of rates as all the others who pay massive rates. It's shocking. We need to get rid of them from the high street. We really do. In my opinion, we need to get rid of the charity shops from the high street. Maybe 1 or 2 is okay. But in one street, you shouldn't have that many. And it's shocking. Yeah, it is shocking. It's just my opinion. I'm allowed to say it. I'm allowed to give it. There we go. Yeah. What else? Tax. Thanks to Labour, UK citizens are now paying the highest tax they've ever paid. But at the same time, our government finds billions to give away to people arriving on our shores who want free handouts. Now, we need to have a government that puts its citizens first. We do. We haven't had one in years. We haven't. We now have a government that puts prisoners' feelings and thoughts before the victims that are living, victims that have managed to get through life having been victims and been assaulted or beaten or whatever you want to call it, and people go to jail. Well, crime does pay now in the UK, doesn't it? It seems that way. It seems that way. Shocking. And see, when you go and you look at the mainstream media, I have never seen so many stories about knife crime, abuse, sexual abuse, the R word, APE. I've never seen so many stories which are now appearing every day in the paper. It's becoming normal that these type of attacks happen. And the amount of diseases now coming into the UK, which have never been before. But you can't say where they're coming from because you sound like a racist. It's just, the UK is an unclean country. And I do get people in the comments say about, I voted Labour, whoever voted Labour got it wrong. Listen, this is not about Labour anymore. And I need to point this out. Now, my dad is English. He's from Hull. And I point this out to him sometimes. The reason why the UK is failing, is because of the House of Commons. Every decision made over the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years has been done from the House of Commons. So the people that are letting down you are English male politicians. That's who's let us down. That's who's let us all down. Let's not say that's wrong, Trevor. That's a fact. The decisions being made by English male politicians is killing off England and the rest of the UK. Now, you can't blame people coming from across the seas. You can't blame them. You have to blame the English male politician that has given loopholes and made things easy and continue to make things easy for other people. The fact checkers and YouTube are going, right, okay, let's go through the years. Yep, that was voted by a male, that was voted by a male prime minister, male, female. So she lasted 30 days. Male prime minister. Yeah, exactly. There we go. What have I got here? Floods. Spain. Wow. There's no words really, is there? It's shocking what's happening in Spain with the flash floods and the terrain and stuff. But I have to question individuals who build houses on, I mean, these developers, they open up the map of, say, Valencia, the map, and they go, okay, what's the history here? Well, there's a flash flood. What happens is these hills, this time of the year, floods, it dries up there, all the rain comes down and it floods through this area. Oh, does it? Okay. But there's a lot of land here, isn't there? Yeah, there's a lot of land here because there's loads of land here because it floods here. Yeah, but there's a lot of land here now. There is, yeah. Do you reckon we could get away with maybe building 400 houses here? Well, the thing is, it comes down from the mountains and this floods. It floods. It's terrible. Yeah. Maybe if we, I still think maybe 300 houses. Well, it's still going to flood though. You've got to, okay. I think, okay, it's done, 100 houses. And then you wonder why families get washed away and houses get washed away and businesses get wrecked. I blame the developers. I really do. And anyone that survives, I would sue the developers because they should have done proper surveys. But then again, the people moving there should have done surveys. This is a beautiful home here. There's every house is empty. Why is it empty though? It's beautiful. Research. I mean, it's just for me, it's common sense. That's what I would have done. Yeah. But what is shocking is this scum. You always find scum in a tragedy, don't you? Well, guess what? In Valencia, where it's been horrific, scum have managed to make their way to the shops and carry out looting. Yeah, looters trying to benefit off the tragedy of many business owners and homes. Looters, they're everywhere. We had them in London. Remember the BLM riots we had in London? And you had the scum of the earth smashing into shops and stealing things. Yep. You'll always find it. You'll always find scum. They appear. They're sitting at home right now, pretending to be lovely, decent people, and then you will find out. You find what type of people are. As soon as things get hard, you find out what type of character someone has by their actions. Just saying. I'm just saying. A doctor has now discovered as well that Joe Biden is suffering from the same dementia that was diagnosed with Bruce Willis. Wow. Crazy, isn't it? To think we were all told that there was nothing wrong with him and he was perfectly fine to be a president. The minute he gets ousted by his own party, we find out that he's having breakdowns. He doesn't know what, can't string a sentence together. Wow. Just go to show you that it means the government will lie. The government will lie to your face. They will tell you black is blue as long as you, if they keep saying it long enough, you'll go, oh, black is blue, black is blue. Shocking, isn't it? Yeah. And Prince Harry has appeared. Yeah, he has appeared by video link at a NATO summit in New York. He appeared on video link to talk about how important the Invictus Games is and how important the charity is. Wow, yeah. Not that important, Harry, really, is it? I mean, you're a guy that raises money for everything else apart from veterans, aren't you? Yeah, you raise money for everything apart from veterans. In my opinion, and without prejudice, I believe you don't give a shit about veterans. You only care about the Invictus Harry and Meghan show, isn't it? Where you probably get expenses. Yeah. Shocking. Mom. Yeah. Anyway, listen. Have a wonderful day, everyone. It's November. If you are going to, if you feel the need that you need to donate to a military charity this year in the UK, my recommendation would be PTSD Resolution, which is a charity which doesn't pay wages. All money donated to that charity get used up by paying therapists to carry out one-on-one treatment with veterans that are broken. And they manage to turn their life around. They are a great charity. And I would, yeah. You don't want to give to a charity which has 250 million tied up in long-term investments and 55 million at the bank and 80 million in other investments, and also has a staff salary bill each year of over 40 million pounds. You don't want to be doing that. No. Where about 8 of their staff are on over 100 grand a year. That's the Royal British Legion. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. Anyway, listen. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe. Keep your friends close, but keep your enemies at bay. Delete and block all negativity and have a great day.